الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وعملا وفقها في الدين يا رب العالمين، وألحقنا بعبادك الصالحين آمين يا رب العالمين. يقول الله عز وجل: والتين والزيتون وطور سينين إلى آخر السورة. That I came across. Okay, I don't know if it's available online. It's on the 40 hadith on the is Palestine and Syria. Palestine, Syria, possibly maybe parts of Egypt as well. Allahu Alam. This author, Sheikh Jibril Haddad, mashallah, from the beginning, he makes an indication and he says, look at what the Mufassirin say about Wattini wa Zaytun. Wattin, he says here, refers to, according to the Tabi'een, the great Tabi'een, Qatada was the student of Ibn Abbas, Hasan al-Basri was the student of a lot of the major Sahabas of Islam. They all say the fig here refers to the mountain in Damascus. The fig, Wattin, the fruit Wattin, here refers to the place in Damascus, Mount Qasiyun. Okay? Damascus specifically comes in hadith. Okay? Dimashq comes specifically in Ashratu Sa'a and those hadith of Ashratu Sa'a. And then was Zaytun, what is Palestine more known for, is to the olive mount in Jerusalem. In Jerusalem. So we have Damascus on one side and we got Palestine on the other side. All this area is called Sham. Okay? When it comes in general words, all this area is called Sham. You'll hear, for example, Ibn Taymiyyah was in Sham. Okay? Ibn Kathir was in Sham. Dhahabi was in Sham. This scholar was in Sham. That scholar was in Sham. Ibn Asakir was in Sham. All these scholars generally refer to that area, Damascus and Palestine. عن ابن حوالة قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله توكل لي بالشام وأهلي رواه أبو داود وأحمد بأسانيد صحيحة. Here in this hadith, Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم says, verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me a guarantee over Sham. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me a guarantee over Sham and its people. This Imam Ahmad. Here, this is the introduction that he gives to give us some of the great scholars that amended his book, that gave him good reviews, basically, if you want to understand it in our words. One of the faqih of Damascus, Sheikh Adib Kallas, he was one of the greatest faqihs, one of the greatest fiqh scholars of Damascus. He praised this book in many words. I'm not going to be able to go through the whole thing. But he said, after reading it, he praised the whole book. And he said, the author starts off with verses of the Quran that refer to Palestine and Damascus. Approximately 10 verses are cited in the beginning. Then he gives us 40 ahadith. And then he ends off with the Ashratu Sa'a, because the place where Qiyamah will take place, where everyone will be, is referred to this place, Damascus and Syria. This is where all of the people will be gathered at Qiyamah. Or at least this portion of the land. If not, because samawatu matwiyatun biyamini, isn't it? Those who know Arabic. But that piece, that area of land will be mahshur. beginning to the end, from Adam alayhi salam until the last person to be born. Then another point that another scholar makes when he gives the review of this book, he says, verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given his messenger a guarantee concerning it, meaning guarantee concerning Sham, Palestine and Damascus. It is the abode of belief. It is the abode of true aqidah of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Okay? All these aqidah that are coming out in the past 60 years of batil, you can see the clear result in front of your eyes. Who are on haqq and who's on batil. Who's defending the haqq and who's siding with the ahlul batil. You know yourself, you can see with yourself, so I don't need to elaborate on this issue. Okay? Saudi and what it's doing, you can see with your own clear eyes who's on haqq and who's on batil. And Rasulullah has given us the guarantee that these people are on the haqq, whether you like it or not. Saudi doesn't have that guarantee, does it? No. Makkah has. Makkah is different. The place has. Not the people. Not the people, not the scholars in charge, government scholars, payroll on the dollars and petrol. No. This is wrong, completely wrong. Misunderstanding of most people. The people of belief are there. True belief. Why? Iman and yaqeen requires sacrifice. Sahaba done what? Sacrifice. That's why deen became deen. This is our pillar of deen. This was taught as the pillar of deen, the sixth in the path of Allah. Da'wah ilallah. Okay? This is a necessity. Without that, deen will fail. As we can see in the whole world. The place of resurrection, the final gathering, is in the land of the Abdal. Jihad will continue till Qiyamah in this land. Jihad will continue till Qiyamah in this land. These people, then the hadith, then he says, there will be murabitin, there will be people of ribat, those who guard. Guarding the borders of Palestine and Syria will continue all the time, every time. So don't think this is a loss for us, this is a gain for us. Okay? This is a gain for us. It is with Allah's permission all of this is taking place. It is only with Allah's permission all of this is taking place. Sheikh Mustafa Turkumani, on his review, he says, all these ahadith, because he's a scholar of hadith as well, just like he's a great Shafi'i scholar, he's one of the great scholars of takhrij. Okay? One of the great scholars of takhrij. He done many books, one of like the larger compilations, like Durrul Manthur, one of the biggest tafsir, the hadith-based tafsir books. He done the takhrij of that book as well. So all the ahadith that Sheikh Jibril Haddad he presents here are all authentic. These 40 ahadith are all authentic. Then he says, immigration, the last part of the title, the excellence of Syria and Palestine as Sham and its people. And then the last part says, وَأَهْلِهِ وَالْهِجْرَةِ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَآلِهِ. Okay? And also to make hijrah. Hijrah is also part of our deen. When you can't practice your deen in a certain area, you must go to the places where you can practice your deen with freedom. When you are restricted to such an extent where you can't practice your deen, otherwise your deen, look at what happened to Spain. Muslims, they tried to stay there for years and years and years, maybe 100, 150 years. They lived up on the mountains, far away from the people. They literally got expelled, okay, like what's happening now. But eventually, more or less, it comes to a point where after generation after generation, generation after generation, Iman goes weaker and weaker and weaker. Okay? For Syria and Palestine, this will not be the case. For Syria and Palestine, this will never be the case. Okay? This is a guarantee from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why you see, a whole family can be wiped out, but the mother is still laughing, the father is still laughing, and they're saying, Alhamdulillah, Allah accepted my children to be shuhada. And I wish to be from amongst them as well. I wish to join them. This is the iman that they have. This is true iman, brothers. Our iman is talk iman. Talk iman. This is not real iman. Iman is when you go on the field, like Rasulullah. Okay? Rasulullah, he didn't just speak this, he didn't just speak. He went on the ground, he was the main warrior in front with 2 swords. Okay? So this was the real Islam. Here, he mentions immigration to Allah and His Prophet is a great sign. Is a great sign of faith. The badge of courage, the mark of living simply in this world. The maqsad of a human, the Muslim, is to live in this world as if he is a traveler. As if he is a abiru sabil, isn't it? Comes in the hadith. As a traveler taking shade under a tree, and then he's going to move on. If under that tree we start making our houses, we start making our, good fortunes, is this the purpose of a traveler? No. Okay? It's like going from here to Saudi. You're going to stop in Dubai, let's say. Yeah? From here to Saudi, if you stop in Dubai, you have a transit. Are you going to try to make fortunes and try to build a couple of houses and try to make a couple of mansions? No. You're a traveler. You're only going to be in transit for only 1 hour. Isn't it? This is the same like us. Okay, we in this dunya are like travelers. If we become rich and make all the riches in this dunya, I told you this narration. Hassan al-Basri, one of the caliphs, he came to Hassan al-Basri. Hassan al-Basri said, one of the caliphs, he said, look, why do we love this dunya so much? Why do we hate going to the akhirah? Meaning, why do we hate death? Why do we hate death? Meeting Allah. He said, عَمَّرْتُمُ الدُّنْيَا وَخَرَّبْتُمُ الْآخِرَةِ. You have made all your riches and fortunes in this dunya. You've made so much effort to make all these palaces and nice things. All the fortunes of your gold and silver you've made for this dunya only. You've worked effortlessly with complete hardship and difficulty to make this dunya into your Jannah. So how will you want to go to something which is made from something which is broken? You've got nothing to go towards. You've done nothing for this dunya. You've done nothing for the akhirah, sorry. You've done everything for this dunya. So if you've done everything for this dunya, you've got no bank balance in akhirah. Why would you want to go to a bank balance that is 0? Is that understood? Allahu Akbar. These were the gems that Hassan al-Basri used to give. Allahu Akbar. It's last year আমরা same discussion আছিল নানি দুইটা শাফি আসর আমরা হানাফি আসর আয়না দেখিও ইসলামের মসজিদ এখন আবু পর্যন্ত গা তিনটাত নামাজ পড়ে তিনটাত নানি আসর আমরা হানাফি we have to consider every mazhab, you can't say we are Shafi doing this. There are maybe Hanafi or other mazhab. This is going to work as a second Jamaat. We done this last year, brother. Okay? We went through the whole of winter last year. Inshallah, let's finish this off. Okay, inshallah. We spoke about this last year. We, as the whole, doesn't allow us